Learning Progress, episode 23. I am here with Brenden Barker, a dope dude I met while I was interning at Central Michigan Football. I was one of his first guests on his podcast, and I invited him to be on mine. So let's get into it. Yeah, as long as we talk a little bit loud.
Oh, yeah. No, we're fine.
Okay, so explain this. Liquid death.
Okay, so this has kind of been my substitute for, like, alcohol and, like, beers and everything. So it's like, flavored sparkling water. And so, like the black one is sparkling water. And, you know, on the side it reads, you know, when a group of teenagers set off into the mountains for a weekend of drinking regular water in plastic bottles, they became haunted by an aluminum can of mountain water that was dead set on murdering their thirst and recycling their souls.
That's deep.
It is. And so it's just been really good. Both of them are outstanding. They have, like, this is, like, kind of like lime flavored. It's pretty good. There's one that's called, like, mountain water, and that's just straight up water in a can. So, like, that's kind of like a waste. But this is, here, try this out. That's like sparkling water right there.
Yeah.
So it's carbonated, but it's not like a LaCroix.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit less.
We're taste testing. Wow,
Yeah,
this is awesome.
we're taste testing. And that's the lime one.
That one's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always...
That's like drinking, like, Sprite.
It is.
Like, not...
Watered down Sprite a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's got a little kick to it.
Yeah.
Which is really good, which I've fallen to like them a lot. You know, it's just been...
Just a good substitute, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I just like to look at them, and, you know, it's fucking liquid death, man.
Yeah.
You know?
It's got a melting skull on it. That's what made it... That's when I saw it, I was like, that can't be just water.
No,
like,
swear to God.
Yeah.
That'd be a sick tattoo, though.
It would be.
Uh-huh.
Full send. Do you have any tattoos where you were just like, fuck it, like, you just went and got them? Like,
Both of mine.
The both of them?
Both, yeah. So, with my writing one right here, I saved up. My old high school linebacker coach, he needed some yard work done. And so I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I'm pretty sure I told my parents I put the money in the bank, but I just kept it. And I didn't know, because I was the first person in my family to get tattoos, so I didn't know how they were going to respond to it. So I wanted to do it with cash, not credit card.
Yeah, so they can...
You know, so they want to see it. And they ended up loving it. I got it, so they moved me into Chilani, and then literally I followed them out, like, in cars. They went down home, like back to home, and I went straight to the tattoo parlor. I was like, hey, do you have like a quick minute to do this? He was like, yeah, sure. It was like $30, 10 minutes. I was like, bang, got it. And then so that was on June 19th.
And then you just followed your parents home?
No. So they just dropped me off.
Okay.
And then that was on June 19th was my first move-in day. And then my graduation party was July 29th. So I had to drive back down because I came up early for football to do the summer workouts up here. And I drove down. And this is my grandpa's handwriting.
Yeah.
It says you can only go up right there.
Yep. And you even have, like, an arrow and everything?
Yeah. So this is like in his handwriting.
Yep.
And so I went... So I went down. I'm like, Bob, like, I got something for you. I got it.
Yeah, it's cool.
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, it's outside. I'll be right back. So I had like a wife beater on underneath. I just took off my shirt, and he just walked in. He goes, "What?" I said, "Look." And he kept like feeling it and everything.
Yeah.
He thought it was like a Sharpie.
Yep.
And you know, he kind of toughed it out in the beginning, and then I think my grandma or something like that told me that like he got pretty emotional after that. But like that was huge, and my parents loved it.
Yeah,
they loved it. Like they weren't mad. They were like, this is like sentimental. It's like it means a lot to you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And how old did you get that? And you said you were in
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I got this like a year later in August, and this was my first big piece.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really don't know how they're gonna like this.
Isn't it crazy how you go from the little, like, your first one's like usually like,
writing to just a massive
shoulder,
piece with my tricep all done. And so like I went up north and I went back home and I made sure like my sleeves were low because I didn't really have the the guts to tell them. and I paid for that one for cash as well. And that was actually, football gave us cash to like live off of.
Yep.
Because we couldn't because we couldn't eat lunch and dinner at the calf, so they would give us cash to go out and just eat.
Yep.
And I just pocketed all that and just got a tattoo with it. So, and so I did that, and then so me and my dad we were eating at B-Dubs, and Sinister, which is right across the street from B-Dubs, that's like where we're at, and my tattoo guy was out there having a smoke break.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And we were sitting outside, and I'm seeing him, and I'm like, it's like my dad, and then right behind him is Scott.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Dad, do you see that guy right there? He goes, yeah. He goes, that's the guy who did my tattoo. He goes, like the writing? I said, no, this one too. And I showed him. He was like, and he was in such an awe. He was like, oh, that's awesome.
That was dope.
And he was looking at it. I'm like, dude, this is sweet, dude. And like he loved it, like the whole Barker lineage and everything. Like he's huge about that, and especially with the crest and the last name, like he loved it. And then my brother got one right after I got my big one of a signature of a character he plays down in Disney.
Damn. Mm-hmm. That's dope.
So it's literally only me, my brother, and my brother-in-law who have tattoos. But
I like the reveal. The reveal's cool.
Yeah, I was
like, oh yeah, that's the guy that did this tattoo, and then wait, this one too,
and then both.
And then he's just because then at that point, like as your dad, you don't know what to say at that point. You're like, when you say it that fast, it's just like, oh, now I just got to go with it, like.
And then he was like, all right, just no more tattoos for the rest of college. I was like, all right, and I was supposed to have 3 more years left.
Yeah.
With, my senior year, COVID year, and redshirt year. So I'm supposed to graduate in 3 years.
Yeah.
But now I'm graduating this year. So I was like, man, could I really go 3 years without another tattoo? That would suck.
It would.
But yeah, I think once I'm done with college and, I got my own money, then I'm just going to,
full send.
Decorate the temple. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought I immediately went to your face.
You thought I was gonna get a FaceTime?
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I don't know about that one, there, guy.
No,
maybe wait a little bit.
At the tattoo parlor, there's a sign that says, "My body is my temple, and I'm gonna decorate it as I please."
Yeah. No, that's dope.
I'm like, that's sick. I like that.
I tell you what, ever since I've had now that I've gotten so many, I get compliments on them pretty consistently, and I love it. And I was like, that, everyone always judges people on getting, and then they're like, oh, how much did you spend and stuff? And I'm like, I don't, I've spent, a good chunk of change on them because I wanted good tattoos.
Yeah.
But then everyone talks about, how can you spend that much money? I was like, now I have this, you realize, this, however much I spent is now invested for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And, I get the really good ones and then I make them all big.
Yep.
I literally do, my tattoo artist, and I tell this to people all the time, whatever tattoo you think you're going to get, imagine it probably about 30% bigger. Because if it's not, it's not.
I wish I got this bigger.
Exactly.
I wish I got this at least bicep size,
Exactly.
Like the whole arm.
Because that's what my tattoo artist will say every time. I'll come in there with, a drawing, and what he shows me is way bigger than I expected, and then I'm like, hey, can we small that up a little bit? And he knows that I'm going to ask that.
Yeah. So
I think he just does it so that I'm used to something, a little bit bigger. And it's nice. It's so it's so cool to be able to have get compliments on shit that you actually enjoy. My leg, I've gotten so many compliments on because no one has ever seen half the shit.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, I'm like, that's dope. And the serial killer note, people literally will always talk about that one. They what does it say, all that stuff, and I don't know, it's just fun. It's way more fun to have meaningful tattoos.
Oh yeah.
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 Like you can't just get like just
Shit that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't have a story behind it. And like I like that you got both yours on a fucking whim. Like that's tough.
I just went and did it.
Especially like that shoulder one. That's a tough one to go on the whim.
Yeah.
You know? Like that's a full like people will notice that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like my brother, he says he was like, because he lived in Florida, and when he would watch the games, he'd be like, "Yeah, it's easy to see you on the field because like you got the tattoo now."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, there you go." Because our numbers were super like skinny and
the way
nameplates were 4 inches, 5 inches.
Yeah.
You know, so it was tough to see. And he was like, "No, I can just tell from your tattoo."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right,
Perfect.
good."
Perfect. Another reason I got it. I planned that actually.
Another reason why I want more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. When I played semi-pro,
Yeah.
that was one of the original things was me and my buddy grew our hair out.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, now I had COVID, so then we didn't play that year.
Yeah.
So then I had another year to grow my hair out to
Yeah.
play football. And I got my whole experience of being called Sunshine.
Mm.
And that was the one thing. I tell you what, like
Sunshine.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, dude.
So we went to Muskegon, and our locker room was farther than the other teams. And I was the first guy on the field to go like just warm up and shit.
Yeah.
And obviously, like I want to get called Sunshine, so I let my hair down and I walk past this fucking the locker room.
Oh yeah.
And some like 4 or 5 linemen are sitting out there, and all of a sudden I just hear like them saying that.
Yeah.
They're like Sunshine and shit like that. And then a lineman comes up, he's laughing, he's coming from the parking lot, and he looks at me, he's like, "What up, Sunshine?" And I'm like, "What up, how are you?" And he's like, "You ready to play today?" And I was like, "Yup, are you?" And he's like, "Yup." He's like, "Let me guess." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "You're the quarterback." And I looked at him, I'm like, "Yup." and he's like, "No fucking way." And I'm like, yeah, I'll see you out there. And he's like, I was like, "This is my first game I'm starting or whatever." And he's like, "That's dope. We can't wait to kill you." And I was like, "Fuck yeah." I was like, "See ya, bro." And I'm just laughing because like the whole time I'm like, I'm from Beaverton, small town, nothing.
Oh yeah.
And every team, like, there's like a majority, like our team has the most white people on it, and it's like 5.
Yep.
And no one else does.
Yep.
So all these dudes, and it's just like a whole different culture and everything. And the way they talk to you is just like, I mean, everyone's fucking everyone in semi-pro. Like, no one gives a fuck who you are. And it's so cool. Like, everyone just sits there and talks to you, and it's the same old shit. As long as you don't fuck around on the football field and you just play, people pick you up. It don't fucking matter. Like, everyone, and it's nuts. Some people, obviously, you have the exception of the rule because it's semi-pro and people want to, like, be the hard asses.
Yeah.
But the vast majority of the time, people are like, "Hey, man, we get to play football still. Like, this is pretty dope."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's so fun.
Yeah. No, I've always. Yeah, I just respect the hell out of people who do like semi-pro and like Canadian League and all that because like you're not quite there.
No,
but
not
you're
at
still
all.
busting ass to get there.
Yeah.
No,
and like semi-pro, I tell you right now, is no like Canadian League. Semi-pro is a bunch of dudes that are like show up off the fucking clip.
Yeah.
Bro. Like those dudes that haven't practiced nothing. They just show up. Like half of our team just shows up to games.
Yeah.
And like you got linemen that like, I'm just now meeting you, bro. Like the first game.
Yeah.
And you're my center. Like I'm about to be touching you, bro. Like, you ready for this? And like shit like that. And like everyone's always cool with it. It's football. Like everyone knows, but like it's still also a little weird. Like you just like, I'm out here playing, and if I take a blindside shot because of you, I'm gonna be pretty fucking mad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know?
No, that QB center friendship is huge. That relationship is huge.
So, let's get into this a little bit. We've been chilling. Let's go into the currently in progress. You started your podcast.
Yeah.
You're 2 deep.
4.
Oh, you're 4 deep.
4.
Okay, so the 2,
2 were guests, 2 were solos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're 4 deep.
Yep.
How does it feel?
It feels pretty good. I haven't. This is my first one that I've done in like a month.
Yeah.
So.
Same here.
Kind of took a little break off that because I had to do some stuff for my sobriety program. But now I'm chipping away at getting more back into podcasting, and it's been good. I was actually I was FaceTiming one of my friends, and like a month or two ago, no, probably a month ago, and she was just telling me about like how she's been watching my podcast or whatever, and she goes, yeah, so I got a text message from a friend of mine at Michigan State, and a couple of girls in like a sorority have been like binge watching like your podcast. I'm like, dude, not only like, not even like the whole sorority girl or whatever. I'm like, dude, but people down in Michigan State
watch it,
are watching it.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, bro,
that's
humbling, dude. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought it was just gonna be like to just like the people I know and the friends I know, but like I have no idea who these people are.
Yeah.
And they're
watching it, and then they like it. You know,
yeah.
They're like, not only, it makes you feel good,
dude. I don't even know if they like it; they're just watching it.
I don't even know if they like it.
But yeah, that was
maybe they think
really
you're cute,
dude. Maybe
exactly.
I mean, hit me up.
Let's go.
But yeah, that was really, really cool to hear that, and I have people lined up for whoever want to be on it, but they're gonna start moving back up here in a couple of weeks, and I know they're gonna want to partake in every single event that goes on during Welcome Week.
Yep.
So it might not be till like the second or third week, because second week's catch up for fucking off there in the first week, and then so maybe like the third or fourth week I'll be going in, but I got some really good marketing ideas for Onward, and with what I want to do with it. So it should be really good.
You got some shit going down in the next,
Yeah, I think, and I'm gonna basically like selling my product out there. So like you can go to CVS or Walmart and you can buy shooters for like 58 cents. Mm-hmm. So, you can go and you could, like I was gonna go buy $20 worth of that. Get like 40 shooters. And then go up to like every, like if it's like a 4-person house or whatever, just leave like 2 at a doorstep with my Onward business card, just like everything, like how to find me, where to look me up, and then like 2 or 3 shooters, just put it in a bag and just go door to door, and just leave it there for them, just for like people in like on Main Street, Washington, Franklin, and then another really good idea that. The person who I FaceTime with said was to print out your business cards, but leave them at liquor stores, like on Fridays and Saturdays. So when people are buying liquor, they're like, oh, let's see what this is about. And then I also want to do something at O'Kelly's.
There you go.
Do like a little event there or something, make some merch, get it out there. Do something. I want to rent like a booth. In O'Kelly's, like the first booth on the left when you walk in, and then do like a little like interview kind of podcast, do like a like have you seen that videos that's been going out? It goes like name and occupation, and then they'll say their name and what they do, and they'll be like, what's the freakiest thing you've done? Just something fun like that, or just like a would you rather kind of deal,
just whatever's whatever's funny at the time.
Just getting named, nothing serious or anything like that. Just, I think my serious days of Onward are gone. You know, like I got my story out there. It's accessible to anyone who wants to know anything about me.
Yep.
But now I'm just gonna go into, like the side of Onward that I want to have it go on to. Yeah. Like the literally the first thing I think of when I think of podcasts is. Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
And, Fighter and the Kid and Chris D'Elia. And when all 4 of them sit together and it's so funny. Yeah. It is so goddamn funny, dude. And that's why I'm so excited to do one with my buddies from back at home. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
Is that
get a group of guys and be it.
Yeah. Like I still want to do the one with Butch and Ben Hahn and Fuller.
Yep.
I still want to do that one, a little towny episode.
Yeah. All those guys at the same time
At
is
the
what you're
same
saying.
time.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
now that's where you get dangerous. That's where
it gets fun.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
exactly.
You know.
I was listening to Theo Von, then Joe Rogan's new one before.
Oh, did they? I know they just did one. Is it out yet?
2 days ago, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen to that because I saw them.
No, Theo Von.
That's like their third one together. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's so fucking funny.
Dude, his dictionary is ridiculous. He's damn near Dr. Seuss.
I don't know how Joe Rogan does it, but like you know how Theo he'll just like spit in some like random like weird shit just randomly.
Weird.
Joe Rogan just never acknowledged any of it, and it's just like he's gotten to the point where like everyone else would laugh at every 2 seconds. Like,
Yes.
they would never be able to hold a conversation.
No.
But Joe Rogan just fucking rips through it. Every little dumb little comment. It just doesn't even...
I think you'd have to, because if I ever have Theo on my podcast, which I really want to someday,
yeah.
I think 80% of the podcast would be me laughing. Falling over.
Yeah.
Laughing.
You need that one to be a group one. You gotta have someone else.
I need someone to like cool me down or be like a middleman in that.
Yeah.
But like Theo, he said something in the Joe Rogan podcast, like the second one or first one, and I literally stopped in my tracks, bent over laughing.
Because you couldn't do it.
Yeah, they were talking about like scientists or whatever, and they're right there. They're like, I wonder if scientists can be like freaking bad or something.
Yeah.
You know, and then.
They said that in this one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always freaky in bed. I don't know what it is, but that's the word.
And Theo was like, yeah, what if she's like a weird scientist, like when you go to her place and like shit's written all over the wall. and then Joe Rogan's like, yeah, I wonder if they're good in bed. And then Theo goes, yeah, what if she has like all these math equations tatted around her puss, you know? And that's just just thinking about it, I'm like, damn, dude.
How does that even happen?
How do you think of that?
Yeah.
How do you think of that?
Yeah.
I just died laughing, dude. That was...
He comes up, he
so
thinks
funny.
of things that you can't even fathom. It's unreal.
Yeah. No, Theo is something else, dude. That's always like a happy triggered thing that I can just do. Just watch a compilation of Theo Von.
My nickname was freaking Shark.
Is that why you got that tat right here?
Mm-hmm. So that was my dad's nickname was Shark, and then I was Little Shark. Mm-hmm. So come JV basketball, our basketball coach was good friends with my dad. Mm-hmm. First time he yelled at me, he just yelled Shark. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, and I knew he meant me.
Yeah.
But no one else knew that he meant me. So then everyone else after that was just like, "Oh, your nickname's Shark now," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Oh my god! I remember in 7th grade, we're playing I'm on the 7th grade basketball team, and it's like the start of the game, and we had this whole entire play worked up because this guy, like the team that we played, had a really big center. Like he was like 6 foot in 7th grade. Like he was a tall drink of water for 7th graders, you know. And we had this play to just get him out of the way and I was supposed to like block him up, but like moving him to the baseline. And dude, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I couldn't get there or if I just was like an airhead, dude. I just forgot everything. He called a timeout, and then he was like, okay, we're gonna run this play, and it's gonna work. And dude, I totally blew my assignment. I just messed up on everything. I have no idea what happened. And he calls another timeout right after that. And the coach looks at me. He's got to be, he's in his 60s or 70s. You know, he's an old guy. And he just looks at me. He goes, how many IQ points did you just lose? I didn't know what IQ points were.
That's exactly
what was an IQ, dude. He was like,
"Did you say that though?"
No, I was just like, I just looked at him. I was like, "Yes, sir," like whatever, you know, just doing whatever. And he was like, "How many IQ points did you just lose by now?" I was like, "I don't know, 12. I don't know. I don't know what an IQ."
I like how you throw it out in arbitrary number, like that 12 means 12. Like I know exactly how much I lost, bitch. That's funny.
Oh my god, yeah, that was so funny. And the gym was small and it was quiet. And he just goes, "How many IQ points did you just lose?" He just screamed at me. I was like, "Dude, I don't know." I was like, "I'm sorry. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know."
We had an old basketball coach too. It was actually one of our players' like grandpas. Mm-hmm. So we all like knew him for like a really long time.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, getting roasted by a grandpa is the worst.
It's something.
It's the worst.
It's something.
Because it's definitely nothing you expect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like one, he was
start bringing up World War II like references.
Well, or like there's one where it was like, why do you like? Because it was basketball, and it was like, why do you like standing behind people? Do you like you want to be a barber when you grow up and stuff like that? And it was like, what are you doing? And then there was one time, oh my gosh, it was just such funny crap, and he would like make fun of people's like girlfriends. Like, he had no idea if any of us had girlfriends.
Yeah, dude, but he's so typical.
Yeah.
You better play good today, your girlfriend's here.
Yes. And there was one where he's like, hey, did this kid steal your girlfriend? Because you're not passing him the ball when he's open. And they're sitting there, and he's like, well, he should. I've seen your girlfriend or something like that. And it's like you've never seen his girlfriend. What are you talking about?
They're like 6 years old. They don't even know.
Yeah, they have no idea what's going on. It was so funny. He would say stuff like that. He would obviously he never knew who had girlfriends, and there was one time where he the girl was like, he actually knew the girlfriend. Yeah. He just didn't know that they were dating, and he apologized after. He was like, hey, I honestly didn't even know if he had a girlfriend or not. It was so funny.
That's funny.
So sports. Let's get into that a little bit.
What's up?
Clarkston. How did that go in with football and everything? What division are you guys in? You guys won a state championship, didn't you?
Yeah, so we won 14, 15, 17.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And so
what year did you graduate?
19.
Oh shit. So
yeah, so I won in my junior year of high school.
So you won the 17 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a crazy experience. I played JV as a freshman, which was really good. I liked doing that. I was and it was.
You guys
weird.
actually had a freshman team though?
Yeah.
Freshman JV
so
varsity.
Freshman JV varsity.
Okay.
And I was the only kid from Clarkston to be on JV. So and you had to. So we had a middle school, a junior high, then a high school.
Yep.
Middle school was 6, 7. Junior high was 8, 9. High school was 10, 11, 12. So I had to ride the bus every day after school when I was a freshman
to
the high school, and I was the only kid. It was me and 2 other kids, but they transferred over here from Goodrich, and they were on JV with me. But I was the only Clarkson bred.
Yeah.
Dude there. So that was, people kind of,
looked at that differently.
Yeah, they looked at that completely different, and we had this, so we made it to the first round of playoffs, and, they brought me up to varsity and a couple other people, and I was going to bleach my hair, and for the prep rally, they were going to be they were going to do we did a guys dance team or whatever.
Yep.
We had to do a dance number. Yep. And they were going to do the real Slim Shady, Please Stand Up. And I was going to be in the stands with because our thing is when you're in playoffs, you bleach your hair. So I was going to have my bleached hair.
And then you would stand
and then do that. But we lost first round against Romeo that year. That was embarrassing. That was bad. Yeah. Yeah. And I think they went on to win it that year, I think. But that was when I was a freshman. And then my sophomore year came, and I wasn't going to play linebacker at all. They were like you're going to be on all 4 special teams, but if you want to play JV again, just get good reps, you can do that. I was like, no, fuck that. I'm going to play varsity. So I did. I got all special teams reps. It was really good. Learned a lot, because there was a big difference from JV linebacker coach to the varsity linebacker coach.
Yeah.
If you didn't do shit Coach Price's way, there is no
other way.
So that was really good for me to just take a year and just learn everything. And then junior year came. I didn't play until the first playoff game, and like at linebacker, but I was still on special teams throughout the entire year, and that was huge, dude. That's like my junior year. Like I had no looks from schools, no offers. I'm like, dude, I really don't give a shit. So I'm just throwing my body everywhere. Like I didn't care at all.
Play. So
like,
your first game at linebacker was
against Davison.
It was the first
round of playoffs.
First round of playoffs. And that's starting.
My junior year, yeah. Yep. And
and is that the first playoff game you said, or is that like actually the first one of the
so that was the first
so
playoff
no regular
game
season.
Year. No regular season. Right in the playoffs. I was like, damn, dude, all right. And dude, that was the Mud Bowl, and that was so much fun. It was like post rain. Downpoured rain like all day and stopped at 7:00. Yeah. So it was absolute Mud Bowl. Yeah. Like we were wearing all white and we came out, all dirty and brown, And dude, that was so much fun, dude. I think I had like 8 tackles that game. That was so much fun, and that really boosted me up. And then we played this team, and we played we played Grand Blanc first, beat their ass pretty good. Then we played Davison, beat them really good. They were they played Lapeer the week before at Davison, and we all went there to go watch them because we played on a Friday. They must have played on a Saturday. And we go and watch them, and they beat Lapeer. And there's like a news reporter that was talking to them, to like the players after the game, and they were like, "Those sorry ass Clarkson Wolves down M15 don't know what's coming to them." And dude, we just used that as complete fuel, and we knew that we were better than them. Yeah. We didn't have any like crazy D1 studs. We were just a bunch of dudes who just like knew what to do to win. Yep. We were very disciplined, and like I was just thinking about this the other day. I'm like, we had a bunch of really talented high school guys, like really, really natural talented. And dude, we came there, we beat them like 29-6. Yeah. Yeah, took it right from them. And that was sweet. And then we played Holland West Ottawa the week after that. And the way that their offense was schemed, they didn't really need me that much, so I was just on special teams again. And then we played CC, Detroit Catholic Central. We beat them our first state championship game in 2013 or 2014, and I think it was 13, 14, 17. I think 14, 15. Yeah, one of the two. But we beat them our very first game, and and I've always hated CC, dude. Yeah. They're just CCs, bro. So and we had this formation we called the Panther, and we ran a 4-4. Mm-hmm. So 4 linebackers, 4 D linemen, dude, because they had some pretty big dudes, and they just ran the ball. They never threw it. Yeah. So and when they did, I think we had 2 picks that game, and they only threw it 2 times. So that was not in their playbook. And so that game, I really didn't give a shit about my body at all. Yeah. I was throwing my body, going right for the legs of linemen, just breaking them down, because I played. So there was 4 linebackers. I was either the far left or the far right. So I was a Sam. And so wherever that tight end goes, that's where I was going. And they just ran sweeps and dives all damn day. And when it was a sweep, they were pulling 2 linemen.
So you just...
I know that I have 3 linebackers behind me flowing. Yeah. So I'm just going straight for the lineman, just breaking him down, make sure he's not bouncing it outside, and he's going right back to the other 3. Yeah. So
do your job.
I think I only had like 2 tackles that game, but I made a lot of those tackles happen for my other 3 backers because of that. And that was really freaking cool. And on one of them, I went to go take out a lineman, and he kicked my helmet, and it cracked all the way through. So I had like a snapped helmet.
And you didn't have a snapped like head at all?
No. It was just a fiberglass helmet was cracked. And there was still like a couple minutes left in the game. So
Switch that shit out.
no, I just tightened it up a little bit more so it didn't show the crack.
There you go.
And
Was it a white helmet?
no, we had like the Michigan winged helmet, like the like blue and gold helmets.
Yep. Yeah. We had the red and black.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that was fun, dude. And we whooped their ass all game. That was amazing. And then we go to States against West Bloomfield, and and we played them. I think week 2 or like week 3, really early in the season. We got our asses handed to us by then.
Yeah.
You know, like
so you're going in there like don't know what's gonna happen.
No, and it's hard to beat a team that's already beat you. You know, but it's even harder to beat a team twice.
Yes. Yeah.
So we go in there, and it is just a defensive battle. I think they were ranked like 11th in the nation that year. In
defense?
In offense.
Oh, in offense, okay.
Their offense was so good. and we basically shut them out. So with 6 seconds left in the second quarter, in the first quarter, we were backed up at our own like 15-yard line or something, and so we're gonna go punt, and the long snapper snaps it over the guy's head.
Damn.
Safety. So it's 2-0.
Yeah.
2-0 in the first, and then we make like a 2-minute drive to go into half, and Nate Ubali throws a great ball to Connor Heaton, our receiver, like right in the sideline, with like 6 seconds left in the second quarter, right before half, and we kick a field goal. Jermaine Romer, he won a national championship at Ferris State. He went on and was the kicker at Ferris State, so he won a national championship. That's so fucking cool.
Dope, yeah.
At D2, bro. That's sick. And so he kicked it, and it's 3-2 going into half, and we shut them out. We won that game 3-2.
Damn.
That was, and so like huddle, you know. They gave us a bunch of shit. Like they gave us a bunch of stuff, like drawstring stickers, a bunch of huddle stuff, and they were like, "This is like the craziest high school game ever." You know, like a lot of people said it was super boring to watch.
Fuck.
I mean, I would have thought so too. If I didn't know any of these teams and I didn't know anyone on them, I'd be like, "Damn, 3-2, that's crazy." But it was
watching it probably be amazing.
Dude, knees were shaking.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was definitely one of the most like exhilarating games I played in.
Defense is like when you have those moments where you're just like, we're here, we're in so much pain, but like still not gonna give up.
Yeah.
There was one game, and this is just like that we were playing in 8th grade, and I don't know how I remember this so vividly, but the team we played against, 8th grade, all they did was throw. Okay, 8th graders can't fucking throw yet.
Yeah.
Especially not around here. So like, they're throwing, and it's just stopping the clock constantly. So this game goes like almost like
forever,
3 hours. And it's an 8th grade football game.
When the quarters are like 6 minutes, 8 minutes.
Yeah, and we're sitting here. We don't understand. Like, I didn't really get that at the time. Like, I didn't understand like that's what was happening. I was just like, this game is taking forever.
Yeah.
And like, I was a corner. Yeah. And like, you know, you're running around the entire game because like you have to cover people and stuff. And I remember looking at my other corner because they only ran trips. So my dad was our coach. He put us on the 2 best guys on the same side.
Yeah.
So we would just guard the 3 with the 2.
Yeah.
And I looked at him at one point in the game, and this is like late in the third quarter, and we look at each other, and I literally thought we were both gonna just like slowly keel over and fall. And then we both looked at each other, and like right when we thought that was about to happen, we like just fucking fist bumped, and we're like, we're fucking here to do this or something. It's just like, close. Isn't it nuts how like, and especially like that's an 8th grade rivalry game.
Yeah.
We're talking state championship at Ford Field. Probably like this is big. Like this is shit that's way bigger. Like when you say your knees are shaking, bro, like,
oh dude,
you're doing the stanky, like
holding your breath.
You can't handle, like there's things that you can't handle, and that's shit like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have ever like talked to him, like obviously you know Logan Hesberg.
Yeah.
So like I used to go Beaverton. Our team would never make playoffs.
Yeah.
So
Hunter Butch is coaching for them right now.
With Ithaca?
No, Beaverton. I think.
Really?
No. No, what's the team north of here? Not Rosebush. Not Claire.
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, he's
Yeah.
coaching for Shepherd.
Well, that's good
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
and we're-
Beaverton. I thought. Yeah.
But wait, where was I at?
Hesburgh.
Oh, Hesburgh. Oh, Ithaca, bro. I would go watch Ithaca back when that was like, it would have been Hesburgh's senior year.
Yeah.
I tell you what, like this is kind of what I'm at when you said you guys won like 3 or 4 in a row. This is obviously like the comparison, but like Ithaca was in our division.
Yeah.
And they were head and shoulders that much better than everyone.
Yeah.
No matter where they went. So then
Yeah.
once they got to playoffs, you'd go watch them, and it's like, it's not even really a game till like the semi, or like until like really the semis and the finals. Like they would just handle that shit so well.
Yeah.
It was so fun to watch, and like then you get to the big games, and obviously you can see shit kind of like hit the fan a little bit. You can see where the nerves get in.
Yeah.
But like, I never played in a playoff game.
Yeah.
Let alone played in so many that I got used to them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like they were used to that stuff. It's cool to see a program, especially in high school, be like, have such young kids so acclimated to just being that much better than the vast majority of the state. You know what I mean? Like you're not a state championship winner for nothing.
Oh yeah.
Like there's like a lot of shit that goes into that.
Yeah.
Like so much.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. And then, so we ended up winning my junior year, and so senior year comes, and here's one thing for any high school team: if you want to win a state championship game, go 7-2. Go 7-2 in your regular season, because you're not
You don't
first
want to be
seed,
number one. You don't want to be 1 seed.
because you'll get upsetted. You'll get upset, and you're gonna play down to their level. It's bound to happen with high schoolers. 7-2, you're like 3rd or 4th seed. You know, so you're playing like decent teams,
Shit to earn.
but you know that you're better than them.
Yeah.
You know, so both my junior and senior year we went 7-2, and that was probably the best route to go and beat state.
Insider information for state champion. Yeah,
100%. Go 7-2. You know, you gotta lose a couple, one, to know what it's like, make that shit hurt, and I'm not telling you to throw games or anything. But,
no, but
you know,
it's beneficial to lose.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. I coached a basketball team at Beaverton my senior year for my internship. Undefeated the whole entire season. I mean, we got four guards.
Yeah.
6'4", dunking, doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
And in a conference like that, there's no competition.
Yeah.
So then we got into the one playoff game that actually mattered.
Yeah.
And they just shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
And it's like, you guys have, and then shit hit the fan, but they were like 2 minutes too late of figuring it out.
For sure.
Because we were down 20 going into the fourth, and we lost by like 4. And it's like, you shitheads, like if you guys would have figured out how to try hard before, because there was no change in skill or like stuff that was going right.
Yeah.
It was just the little stuff was going wrong and they weren't doing it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it clicked and it's just like boom. But no, you gotta. That's a cool take, going 7-2 rather than being 9-0.
9-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
When we played, like talking about comebacks, dude. Biggest comeback I've ever been in was against Holland West Ottawa. Third round of playoffs my junior year. We were down 22-3.
Tough.
Going into the fourth.
And you won.
Dude, we had this diehard player, Noah Nicklin. He's playing at Wayne State right now with his brother Max. And sophomore year, bad injury. Like really bad.
Yeah.
On his leg. And, people thought it was career ending. People thought it was just season. He hurt it during the playoffs. So that was at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But that dude went through so many surgeries, dude. It's ridiculous. Yeah. God bless him for keep playing football, but I didn't think he was going to be able to play. Like as bad as I wanted him to and everything, I didn't think so. But he proved a lot of people wrong, and that was huge. And so he was able to play his junior year, or my junior, his senior year. But he hurt his leg again, like second or third game. I think it was against West Bloomfield, our second game. And so he was on like a one of those scooters, you know.
Yep.
And he gave a hell of a motivational speech at halftime, dude. Like emotional, dude.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, I don't even want to get into it, like what he said. I don't want to like,
yeah,
because he killed it, and that really lit a fire in us, dude. And you know, we ended up coming back and winning that game, and everything just clicked from there. That was insane.
It's nuts what, like, the camaraderie of a football team. Like, it's,
and he was our captain. He was a leader of the team. You know,
you can do, like, you have that power. You don't realize you have that power until you, like, let go of the fact that you can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's so hard to get up and talk to, like people don't do that typically.
It's tough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People don't, like, stand in front of, and your team's way bigger than ours, but, like, ours was like 22 kids. Like,
on your whole team?
On our whole team, yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. So we had enough to practice. That was it. And so, like, even me, I wouldn't get up in front of, like, I would yell at people. I would do individual. I would talk to anyone. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
But, like, I was a team captain, but I wasn't going to get up in front of everyone and give a speech. Like, I just wasn't in the position to be taken seriously. And, like, I don't know. Like, no one took that, like, I guess, depth into it at our, like, level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta everyone's gotta be invested, because someone's gonna say some bullshit at the end of it and completely ruin it. You know what I mean? They're just like, one of your linemen are gonna, like, just say something dumb at the end, like, hey, like, what are we having to eat after practice? Like, something dumb.
Not only that, they'll try to add on and
exactly, and it's like,
you just ruined it.
Yeah,
you just ruined it.
Exactly.
Sit down.
And it's tough, and like
Have
that
a cookie.
Yeah.
Sit down. Just some milk.
Yeah, we need you to block, buddy. No, and dude, everyone always made fun of me for that too. I would always, I kind of was hard on my linemen, man. I was kind of hard on my linemen as a quarterback.
Had to be.
And you kind of have to be, but like, you would say, like, it's high school. You'd be like, bro, like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
You'd say some shit to him, and it was always so cool because the linemen were always the first people after, like, you know, a fucking late hit or something. Yeah. First one to pick you up and the first ones to go fight that fucker.
For sure.
Right away. Yeah. And it was nuts because I had a couple linemen that literally I've seen, like run over me, like past me to the guy that I know just hit me. Like, it's instant, and I loved it.
I liked it because I played tight end too my senior year. And you, like, I don't know if you heard it, but like Rob Gronkowski, like halfway throughout, like he would just ask Tom, like, what to do and, like, what the team's doing and everything. I didn't really know the offensive playbook all that much. I just knew, like, kind of the basics. Mm-hmm. So, like, whenever they would throw me in there, you know, to
do something,
like, when we have a tight end formation, our offensive line would be gassed. And I'm fresh meat out there, so I'm like, let's go. And like, we'll get like a 6-yard drive or whatever. And so I was a senior at the time, so like, they can't really talk back at all,
exactly,
you know, but I was like, let's fucking go, we're fucking scoring this drive.
Yeah.
And you know, and like the next play, running back Jake Bollett, we do a sweep outside, takes to the house, dude.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just it's a little bit of kick that people need, you know.
Yeah.
But
no, it's for sure, especially when you're coming in fresh. If anyone's gonna have the energy to motivate, it should fucking be you. Mm-hmm. You know, like, you got to be the one to step up, and especially being a senior too.
Yeah,
you got to be.
Yeah,
and it's like people are scared to be vocal, and like,
dude, it's senior year.
It's
who the fuck cares?
Exactly.
Do it.
Just do it.
Do it, dude.
Yeah, and then you got some kids that are on teams that, like, coaching high school football makes you, like, you love it, because there's some kids that are just so stupidly into it. They're like awkwardly engaged and like so motivating all the time. Like, none of the crap they say is like that really meaningful.
Yeah,
because they just don't really know how to, like, do it socially.
Yeah,
but like, you can't fucking not love them.
Yo, yeah,
because they're trying so hard all the time, and it's just like, dude, this is the best kid ever.
Yeah,
it's just like, oh, I love that.
Yeah.
You gotta have those people, and like, just like you, I mean, coming off you fucking know, like, I mean, you're probably socially less awkward than most, and that's so. Exactly. So then you get out there and you actually fucking have a say.
Yeah,
it's fucking dope.
So senior year came, and we play West Bloomfield week 2. So they beat us junior year in the regular season. We beat them in the state championship game.
Yep. Now we're back at it again.
And they're pretty damn good this year.
Yeah.
We were like, they have Donovan Edwards, the running back, who was at Michigan now.
Damn.
They got their lineman back. They got a good quarterback. He's kind of tall and lanky, but he was solid. And they had their linebacker. He went to Penn State. That's linebacker U right there.
Yeah.
And dude, we sold out the game. There had to be at least 10 to 12,000 people there. Like every bit of the stands and every bit of their mother was there, dude. They were wrapped around the field. It was insane how many people were there. And we fucking beat them. We beat them at our field.
Damn.
That was a huge jump for us.
What was the score?
I can't remember. I think we only beat by like a touchdown or something like that.
Yeah.
But that was against a very, very good team.
And just to have, bro, like I said, that type of shit, people don't experience that. Having 12,000 people, like having like a Class A school stands filled.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Like that's full.
OA red.
Yeah.
Division 1. Yeah, dude. That's as high as you can get in Michigan.
Exactly.
And that was such an electric game, dude. That was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so we went 7-2 my senior year. We lost against Oxford and I think Southfield or Oak Park, one of the two. Our crossover game before we went to the playoffs. So we were 7-2 going into the playoffs. We played a team called Lakeland. They had no business being there.
Yeah.
I mean, congrats they got there, but they were playing at our field. No business with them being there. Second game. God, who did we play second game? I think we played Grand Blanc. Or up here. I'm not sure.
I got a question.
Yeah.
How many concussions did you get in high school? Did you get any?
How many do the doc know? How many does the doc know?
How many's on the books?
2.
Okay.
I'd say at least 15 or 20.
Really?
I swear to God.
That's nuts.
Well, there's a difference between getting your bell rung and concussions.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'd say bell rung, 30.
Yeah.
When I got my bell rung and I opened my eyes and
you're like, what? Yeah.
Wow.
You just gotta kind of figure out where you're at again.
Worst one was against CC.
Yeah.
When I got my helmet kicked, and
I feel like that would make the most
sense.
sense.
I was on all fours, and I just blink a couple times and I look up,
and you're like,
and the field is like curving up.
Oh shit!
I was like, holy shit! And like some stars and the purple and green just waved. I was like,
yeah,
holy shit! So I was like, I need one, dude. Just give me a minute here.
Yeah.
And
isn't it nuts?
And I just said my my hand got stepped on or something.
Yeah.
And then I just went back out there the next play. But I've had in the books too. I've had at least 15 concussions.
In the books, is that only high school or is that college too?
1 in high school, 1 in college.
Okay,
yeah.
So that's okay.
3 because I got one. I got a pretty serious one. 8th grade year basketball. I smacked my head pretty good.
Fucking happens.
Yeah. And
that shit would, especially if you fall wrong, like especially if you jump in the air and you get undercut, like that can get dicey quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was diving after a ball, and I got a knee to the head. And the head hit the. So 3, 1 8th grade, 1 in high school, and 1 in college.
Fair.
Yeah, but.
Okay, so just for everyone else, what's the difference between getting a concussion and your bell rung?
Concussion is like you can't really stand up. Like once you get your bell rung, like when you get a concussion, you kind of know. Like you are, like you kind of don't like you just don't act right.
Yeah.
You're so dazed and confused, like you're just lost in it.
Yeah.
But getting your bell rung, you're able to move around, function. Like
know what happened.
You know exactly what happened. And you're like, dang, like
Because when you have a concussion, you kind of forget the past couple seconds.
Like my first welcome to college football hit was by Butch.
Yeah.
Got my bell rung.
I believe it.
Got my bell rung good. And I know I didn't have a concussion. I just never been hit that hard, by...
Yep, that happens.
Junior at Central, coming across the field rocking me. So, I knew I didn't have a concussion, but I knew I got my bell rung. And
fair.
So, there wasn't any ringing in my ears or anything. I would just, shook it off and...
that shit hurt. I wasn't, you know what
I
mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting to lose that bad, you know what I mean?
But if you act like you got hurt, they're going to pull you.
Oh, yeah.
They see a freshman, 171 pounds, getting rocked by 260, and you
Way to eat it, bro. I didn't know the weight difference at the time.
Oh, yeah, dude. When I was a freshman, I was 170 pounds soaking wet.
And you came to play linebacker?
Yeah, and they moved me to long snapper my first day. Swear to God. I'm sitting in defensive meetings, and the special teams coordinator comes in, and he goes, hey, come here. I was
long snap?
All right. He goes, hey, you're going to long snap for us. I was like, dude, I am not just come here to play long snapper.
That's awesome.
But, yeah, that's what I did. And then it was week 6 or 7, dude. I'm just so sick and tired. Just was we stand on the sidelines and just snap.
Yep.
And we get 3 plays of practice.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is so stupid. So I went up to the scout offense GA, who goes so we scout offense, starting defense. I went to the scout offense GA. I was like, put me in.
Yeah.
Let
me do something.
Just let me get some reps. He was like, okay, and I did that. That practice torched the defense, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, that was huge for me to play scout. And once
I
did that,
what position on scout team were you doing?
Fullback and tight end.
Yeah.
And
at 170 and fucking busting it,
dude. I didn't care.
That's now knowing being at the strength and everything, knowing how much weight really plays a part in how huge. They do everything.
Yeah,
dude, you being a 170 linebacker or tight end is just not fucking fathomable. Fullback.
It didn't work out.
Well,
I got my shit rocked.
Well, yeah, but you got. obviously, then you started gaining weight. You had to change something.
Yeah, and so
cool.
I was also on scout special teams, and I torched them too. I just got to the ball. Laid out dudes, played good. Yeah, just played good football on special teams, and that eventually got me to play in the last game of the season as a freshman on kickoff. So that was huge for me, and I was very thankful for that. And so I'm like, all right, dude, fuck yeah, dude, first special ever teams, kickoff, let's go, dude.
Did you get rocked?
Oh, buddy. Dude, I didn't do a scouting report.
I didn't do a
scouting report that good. Big old D end, number 85 for Toledo. Whoever you are, you rocked the shit out of me on this play. I'm running down, and so it went to the left side. The left returner kind of went to the middle of the field and then was going to cut back to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, here he comes. He's going to the middle, so I started cutting. And then he went back, and this dude just rocked me, just ear-holed me.
Yeah.
Head over, just feet over head, bro. Just folded. And
folded.
Bad. Pretty bad. And then I tried to get back up, and I was stiffing him with one arm, trying to get up.
Yeah.
And he was breaking me down. Dude, it was embarrassing. And I got up thinking nothing happened. Coach came up to me. He's like, "What the hell are you doing? You're just laying down. Get up. Stand your ground, dude. You're not playing college football just to get out there and just get a play.
Yeah.
You're playing there to play.
Yeah.
And so ever since then it was fine.
It was good. Yeah.
And then
I didn't get clean.
No. And then I decided to take that shit seriously, so then I put on about 35 pounds, got up to 215 the next year.
Fuck yeah.
And dude, that helped tremendously. I played on all 4 special teams, and COVID year was really good. That was it was a lot COVID year for me was a lot like my sophomore year of high school. Just a big learning thing, and just getting my reps in, for like the years to come.
Just developing.
Yeah. And then this past year was probably my best year. Yeah. It was my best year. It was amazing, dude. Just there was a point in time in college football where, I had this mentality that you can't fuck with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you at your job.
Put on
I'm
your
gonna embarrass
Insta,
you.
Oh, like all those where did you go down and work out at? Did you work out down in Clarkston or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. I don't know where that was at. I forgot.
That's right in it's like right in Auburn Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looked like a facility to the point where obviously you're taking your shit seriously, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna take the next step in this and try to get fucking dope.
I had to, and that was like I knew that I could play. I knew I could play here, just not at 170.
Oh well, yeah.
Can't do it.
No.
So that weight that I put on was a big help.
Yeah.
Big help for me. And shit, dude, the rest is history. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah. And then
I loved working with it. It would have been so freaking cool to be able to and this is not trying to be super cocky.
Yeah.
But there's some walk-ons that you see and it's bro, I mean, coming out of high school, I did not look like that. I get it. Coming out of high school. But, now,
yeah,
I still, that, I could do some shit.
Do it.
And it would be so fun.
Yeah.
And, I could be, in the situation that you were in, you go in and you start killing scout team and, working your way up.
Scout team. If any freshman or if any senior in high school want to, go big and try it, dude, fucking kill it in scout.
Yeah.
Don't take any shit from anyone because that's how I got my respect from, people was that I just busted my ass on a scout team. That eventually got me to be the special teams dude, bro.
Yeah. And then if you get to be a special teams dude, you're putting yourself in position to be another dude.
Listen,
you know
play
what I mean?
Special teams, you're going, you got yourself a bus ticket, bro.
Yeah.
You're going to LSU. You're going to Penn State. You can go to these travel games. You're traveling.
Yeah.
When you're on special teams, you're traveling.
Yeah.
I was like, that's my quickest way to, to be on the bus, to be on the planes.
That's a cool way to think about it. Yeah.
And I took huge pride. I looking back at it now, I took more pride in my special teams than I did my own linebacker stuff. Because
because that's what got you there, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I barely got reps at linebacker. I was maybe at practice we'll do drills, but I would be the offensive guy for linebacker drills, and then with a minute left in the period, they would switch us, and you're maybe getting one rep.
Yeah.
But dude, when special teams came,
you're there, you're it.
Loved it.
There was a kid on our semi-pro team, and he wanted to play college football, and even on the semi-pro team, he didn't play defense at all, even though arguably best safety. He played kickoff and punt. He was a long snapper on punt. He played fucking center for me when real center, not just long snapper, real center, because he was the only one sometimes that could snap the fucking ball in a shotgun.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there, I'm this kid's 215, fresh out of high school, like freshman in college if he would have went to college, but now he wants to just wait for eligibility and stuff. And every kickoff, dude, I don't fucking understand it, made every play.
Yep.
And I'm talking 4 or 5 kickoffs a game, 4 or 5 tackles, guaranteed.
Yeah.
It was that unbelievable.
Dude.
And he immediately, Saginaw Northwood was let's play. And then he turned out to be an electrician. He switched career paths, whatever.
Yeah.
But, made it off of strictly special teams.
Dude, there's my old roommate, Nick Mastek. His brother-in-law is Nick Ballore, who played here.
Yep.
And he just got sent to the Pro Bowl, I think last year or 2 years ago, for special teams. Because he was the best special teams player, in the entire league. He's known for his special teams. He's fucking good. That's crazy. Is so good.
And that's who's again?
Nick Ballore. He plays fullback, linebacker, and on all 4 special teams in the NFL.
Damn.
Yeah. That dude is
he can do it.
Swiss Army dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He is a demon.
That's called job security.
Oh yeah. He was with the
I
think he was with the Lions for a little bit, the Jets, and he's with Seattle now. He's got secured contract and anything with Seattle, but yeah, dude, like and he would always send in like kind of like motivational videos like to Central and everything, like just talking about special teams and how important it is.
Yep.
You know, and I'm a huge believer like offense can't have a good drive if it's not for a good punt. You know, or a good punt return.
Yeah.
You know, like if you can't get a good punt return, you're gonna be stuck in the 5-10 yard line. You know, Same thing with defense, like
having a
starting
safety.
defense. Yeah, like first kickoff of the game, you want it to be either a touchback or within the 25-yard line. You know,
Immediately, yeah.
Defense is hot coming out
Ready to
with
go.
them at the 15-yard line.
We'll take it.
Big advantage,
Yeah.
because of special teams.
Yeah, no, that's the transition period between everything is crucial. Just shortening the field or making the field longer for the other team.
Definitely the high of my career was at Western. When we beat Western and we had back-to-back punt returns with KP, bro.
Yep.
Dude, there was this one play.
Didn't you have like a sick block on one of them?
Yeah, it was this one play. It was the first one. And so my job was to break through the line, and they had two protectors right before the punter, and I had the one on the right, number 56, I think his number was. And so basically what I was doing is I kind of manned him up a little bit, and I pushed him this way because I pushed him towards his sideline because we were going towards ours. And I had one arm on him like this. And I'm looking, and KP just keeps escaping, and then I'm basically backpedaling, and I have him right here, and KP's right in my peripheral, so I see him coming down the sideline, and I'm like, just go off my hip because he's running.
Yeah.
I'm like, just go off my hip, hip. So I kind of lowered my level and got under his shoulder pad and just
so that you knew
ran with him.
He was one way, yeah.
Ran with him right out the sideline, and sure enough, KP just went right off my hip and scored, dude. And that was huge. And then the next drive, right, 2 drives later.
Same thing.
Same
block, same
no,
same everything?
No, not same block. He kind of came more towards the middle, but KP's a special dog, dude.
Yeah,
that dude
he can go anywhere.
I mean, he's with the Lions right now, and the Lions are doing the Hard Knocks documentary.
Yep.
So that's going to be real exciting.
I saw some of the after the practice, they would have that camera, and it would just be everyone walking by, and then the third or fourth one in the video was KP, and he sees it, keeps walking, and then he sees it again. He's like, "Oh shit!" And then he does something. You know?
Yeah. No, that dude's
he's funny.
That dude's a leader, man. He's like a silent leader, especially at Central. We had the expectation for KP to be KP.
Yeah.
We all knew his potential, and we all knew what he can do. And so he was that silent leader. He was like, just watch me,
Yeah. Trust, we got it.
I'll do my job. Jamez Kimbrough, he was more of a vocal leader. Troy Brown was kind of a vocal leader. Devontae Reed was a vocal leader. Tommy Lazzaro was a big vocal leader. Oku Lavalley.
Yep.
And then there was other guys who just did it.
Yeah.
Ja'Cory, KP. MJ, he was our middle linebacker.
It's crazy to think that you're saying KP was a silent leader, even though arguably KP never stopped talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's probably different come game time.
Yeah.
But every time I saw him in weight room, I mean, he was going to be the first dude momotivating you and fucking cheering you on.
I bet.
And then he was also the first dude to fucking start screaming when some big weight started getting thrown, power clean and stuff. Because he was throwing around 285.
Oh, that dude is strong as fuck.
Yeah.
He is so goddamn strong.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was so surprised. When I start, he just kept throwing on weight. And I'm like, there's no
I was a
fucking
freshman.
way.
He was squatting 405. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, this dude's ridiculous.
Yes. No, that's... I like the... It's weird that you say that, though, that he's the silent leader. It must be something in the game.
I might be wrong. That's just how I saw it,
yeah.
because he was on offense. I mean, I guarantee he was kind of hyping up the offense.
Yeah.
I bet he was kind of like a vocal leader for the receivers.
Yeah. But when it came crunch time, he was just
he had his hands behind his back. Just watch me do my thing.
Yeah.
And that was KP, dude, and and you knew if KP's getting the ball, something spectacular
could happen. Yeah.
Like that throw against NIU that he had when he kind of just came back and oh my god, dude, that was like the Julian Edelman catch. You know,
off the helmet and shit. Yeah,
it was.
And he literally bounce, and then all of a sudden, like hands just snatch it. You don't even know where they came from.
Yeah.
And then he rolls over and he's the one with the ball
over top of him. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, and that was on. And like it's nuts too seeing CMU players on ESPN so much. And like cool? KP was one of the last people cool? Was like on ESPN quite a bit.
Dude, they did a whole like it was like the ESPN at midnight or whatever.
Yeah.
They did a whole thing on KP and Central when they did the Western game when we did the back to back and we beat Western.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
It's cool. And then like Lou now is getting this like. Bro, he's out there rocking the blue suit and like everything. Like he's ready to go.
Lou's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Lou's gonna be a problem.
Is the line gonna be good this year too for him or what?
We got some new blood on the line. I think they should be solid though.
Yeah.
You know, you got Keegan Smith back. He had an injury. Davis Heinzen, that dude got massive. He understood the assignment for getting big for left tackle. Yeah, I mean, you got Mez up front as center. You know, he's always going to be that vocal leader. He's always going to be really dependent. You got 10 shots in the back. You got D-Rich back there. And that's
I fucking love how people, like, what was that one? The one dude, Cole Presley, fucking had the interview with him?
Yeah.
That shit's, could you imagine,
dude,
like, how do you even take that
for
seriously?
Barstool?
Yeah, how do you?
I couldn't.
No, I would immediately,
match his energy.
Bro, the instant he starts talking, I'm just already going to be laughing. Like, this shit's so funny.
Dude, when he, when he did his thing with Theo Vaughn,
yeah,
he goes, Theo Vaughn, and he just starts dying laughing. He goes, dude, don't call me that. Don't say it like that.
Yeah. I just can't believe that he asked D. Rich about, like, the shark.
Yeah, he's like, do you think they'll switch Mac?
Yeah.
That was the first thing that came up that happened, like, when I was a freshman. They were like, dude, see the picture of your head coach? I was like,
what?
No. And I was like, dude, that can't be him. That can't be. No way. Like, I knew it. Like, I knew his facial features. And like Mac was big back in Florida. Like, he had, like, a bigger body. But he got skinny.
Yeah.
Like, my freshman year here. And, but he just recently had a seizure, though.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but he's doing good, though. He's having good care, and, you know, thoughts and prayers out to him.
It's crazy, because sometimes I see him in at Dunham's. And he'll just
at Dunham's?
Oh, yeah. He'll just walk around. I'll say hi to him. And I don't think he, like, knows that I used to work over there, but, like, I'll just be like, hey, what's up? You guys looking for anything? Like, shit like that. Like, you always help the freaking coaches when they walk in. Like,
oh, for sure.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. But, and then, so going back to senior year of high school, we played this team, Saline.
Fair.
We beat them the next year of our 14-15, so we played CC, beat them, played Saline, beat them. Yeah. And so we played them my senior year, fourth round, right? The game right before state champion. And, dude, I just remember going out there and, dude, they were, like, stretching out or whatever. You could hear a cricket in the middle of their pack, bro. They were just dead silent, you know. Like, they didn't want to be there from the second they got off the bus. They didn't want to be there at all. And we handled them pretty well.
Yeah.
And then we went down to Ford Field the next week, played Chippewa Valley. And, dude, that was a tough game. Tough game all the way through, dude. Jake Jensen had a career game, dude. That was a hell of a game by him. Jake Blatt and Jake Honstetter had amazing games, dude. Defense was pretty solid, you know. Even though we let up 30 points, it was tough to do against them. They were good. And so we make this drive down there, like a minute left. And we make a drive. Jake Jensen throws it to Matt Miller. Matt Miller scores.
Fair.
So we're down by, I think we're down by one because the game ended 30-31. And we're like, all right, do we kick the field goal or do we go for two? You know, we called a timeout right after we scored. and we wanted it.
Yeah,
so we were going to go for 2. And so we decided to run the Philly special. Hand out to the running back. Running back hands it off. Quarterback sweeps out. And the play worked great.
Until
they knew exactly what we were running, dude. They knew exactly what we were running. And unfortunately, we weren't able to get it. But, dude, that game was something else. That was such a special game to be a part of. And, I feel bad because I was blocking on tight end that play. And I kind of slipped in the back just in case if, God, like, if he could see me. And I was wide open in the back. But, like I wasn't even supposed to be, like, a part of the play.
Yeah.
It was supposed to go to Jake, but there was always that what if moment.
Yeah.
Like, oh dang, like what if he did?
What if he did find me? Yeah.
But then there is, what if I dropped it?
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, if I would have dropped that ball,
it'd been game over. Oh my god.
Oh
that
my
is
God.
Pressure.
That was the big like rebuttal. Like I was wide open.
But do I just drop this shit?
Look at this. So this is our Philly special. I'll turn up the volume right here. So I'm right there. So and that was it. And then
do they replay it and
yeah,
show you?
Yeah, they show it.
Oh, right. You were right in the back of the end zone.
Yeah. And
towards the middle of the end zone, it was hard to remember. There's a Clarkson Wolf standing wide open, but I think that time,
Even he knew.
yeah, it wasn't supposed to be a part of the play, but there was always that what if moment.
Yeah. My senior year.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Here we go.
That's the view you want.
there's going to be a guy wide open right there. Stop it right here. Right here.
That's you waving your hands.
Yeah.
Look at you.
He doesn't see it. The tight end.
And so yeah, that was that big what if moment.
Yeah.
But
What if I would? Yeah. What if it would have dropped?
what if I would have dropped?
One of my buddies had one of those moments, and we ran the T, and it was just you fake the lead or bootleg, and this fucker caught it with 2 hands and gave it the biggest bear hug ever to win the game, and it was like there was no one near him at all, and he couldn't catch it with his hands. He was like, "Nope, we're gonna just basket this."
Yeah,
and it was funny, but
that's kind of like when. Like Johnny Manziel against Alabama.
Yeah.
When he was doing a scramble play and he kind of just lobs it to his tight end. His tight end just bodies it,
yeah. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Like you're so scared. Like what if you get hit? What if you don't know something that's about to happen?
Yeah.
No, it was nuts. Our senior year came around, and it was the first time we went 5-4. Well, we were 5-3 at the time. Mm-hmm. Playing Meridian to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
First time Beaverton has ever, in 14 years, would have ever been in the playoffs.
Dang. Okay.
So, we go, they got 2 kids, they're twins. They're state champion track stars.
Yeah.
Literally 2-3 minutes left to go in the game. This kid takes off around the end, scores, puts him up puts him up like 5 or 6 points.
Yeah.
So, I go in to throw it, obviously, try to score in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I could not. I'll tell you, like, the biggest what-if moment. All year, me and this kid, me and my best wide receivers, we're like, hey, we got to practice back shoulder throws. Because there's going to be a team that the corner's going to be good enough to guard you.
Yep.
And, I guarantee you, if he doesn't know, if you just keep running and you just catch the ball over his head, he's not going to turn around. I can make it to where he doesn't turn around. And we would always talk about how much we needed to practice that. Guess what? We never did. Never did. Fucking the play.
Yeah.
The play comes up, and it's 4th and 10. last 3 incompletions, gone nowhere. We have to score.
Yeah.
And we have to get a first down first, but there's still a minute left.
Yep.
So you have to get a first down, and I look at him, and our coach calls it. We literally call that fucking play, and we call hang loose for him to run a go.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, and I was like, back shoulder, all we need is the first down.
Yeah.
And he's he knew that too. Literally drop back, perfect, everything going good. Look over to throw it to him, throw it, and I leave it an unbelievable 8 yards short. Bro, I skip the ball to him, and I'm sitting here, and it wasn't I'm talking choking hard.
Yeah,
it was I literally, and I've always been coach's kid, and it was that was it. I was a coach's kid. It was that was the moment. That was to do it, and I'm not one to fucking be that emotional either. I mean, obviously football I'm a little bit more, but I took my helmet. And I had it right here, and I've never hit my helmet before.
Yeah.
And I was about to smash the fuck out of that on the field so hard, because that was it. The game was over. You kneel, we're done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I already know this. I'm just, we know what just happened.
Yeah.
And I put it back on. I walk off to the sideline, and I immediately just lost it.
Yeah.
And I'm yup, that's it. And
over.
Can you those? I tell you what, just having that moment where high school football's over, bro. Dude. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. After that play, we tried to onside kick it. They got it.
Yep.
And they nailed it, dude.
And you just know,
dude. I was crying on the
already.
field, just
already
trying to get into my stance.
Yeah.
As soon as they nailed it, dude,
yep.
Head down, dude.
Yep.
That was tough, but. That's when I kind of knew I wanted to play college football somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's why
because you wanted to keep it going. Yeah.
I want I think if I would have won, if we would have won, back-to-back state champs, dude. I think I might just hang it up right there. I think I would have been.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm good.
Really?
Hell of a run for football.
And the fact that you lost was nah, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, I gotta.
Really?
I gotta keep going. Yeah.
That's dope though. That's kind of wild that was your reason.
And then we went back to Ford Field the very next year for the MAC championship game.
Yeah.
And there's this guy, his name is Javon Gibson, and he played for Chippewa Valley when we played him in the States, and he played for Miami of Ohio, who we lost to the MAC championship game. So he won back-to-back his senior year and freshman
year at Ford Field.
At Ford Field, and I lost both years.
Did you ever meet him during that? You just
knew
that
we kind of knew of each other because we were both going to MAC schools or whatever.
Yeah,
but
you just knew of each other.
Yeah, I never got the chance to meet him.
Did you ever after high school games, how? Obviously, you got bigger schools and stuff, but did you guys ever talk to the other schools and were you friends with the other schools' players or
Not really.
No.
I mean, there were a couple of good dudes, but no, I never really had a.
I feel that should be more of a thing.
With,
not like a friendship,
it's not
but
like
just
NFL.
a mutual that's what I'm saying. Semi-pro, you do it too. You stay after the game and you talk to some people, and I'm weirdly enough, the most social people, arguably kids, are the people that don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have a desire to go and meet them. Win or lose, we beat you. Yeah. Good. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
This is our place.
Fair.
Or we lost, we're I want to get the hell out of here.
Well, yeah, in that scenario, you definitely do.
That was kind of I never had, it was different. For wrestling, dude, when there was this really bad dude and you just pin him and you you'll talk to him after, dude, you were the best wrestler. I wrestled, man.
Yeah.
You're really good. Just trying to say something,
Yeah.
But with football, it was just no.
You just back, yeah. Because
Yeah.
there was 2 or 3 games, and it's also if you if the team was cool during the fucking game too.
Yeah.
I'm not chilling out to fucking if you were a dick to me during the game.
Yeah.
But there's a couple games. There's a Harrison game that we played them and we scored 28 points on them.
Yeah.
And it was the 6th or 7th game of the season. They let up 29 points the entire season. And it was the first game that a passing team played them and didn't have it be raining.
Wow.
So the other 2 teams that passed that played it against them downpoured. So their run game, we did 2 run plays at the beginning of the game.
Yep.
Stuffed.
Yep.
We're okay. So then I went and we just went through. I had like 36 attempts. We had like, I'm pretty sure I had like almost 300 yards passing and 4 touchdowns.
Dang.
And
yeah, son.
It was a good game.
Son.
It was a good game. I was very excited.
Yeah.
And like it could have been so much better. You know what I mean? Like I got 36 attempts, bro. That's a lot.
It's a lot of opportunities.
It's a lot of fucking throws.
Yeah.
And it was just such a fun game that like the corners that we played against, there was one guy that guarded our best guy.
Yeah.
And like he made me think a couple times. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no one's ever made me think that you're gonna be like, there's certain plays in high school, like if I run a slant and I know my guy's better than you, I'm not worried about the corner.
Yeah.
I'm worried if the linebacker or someone's being sneaky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it to the guy regardless of where you're at.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. But this kid, I would like kind of peek at. I'd be like, I might need to make sure you're not there before I throw it. And like I told him that after the game, and he was like, and you could tell this kid was like quiet too, like didn't never. And he looked at me, he's like, oh my god, like that's cool. And I was like, I want to do that more often. Like I want to tell people like if they're good or not. Like if I'm like I always wanted people to tell me that. I always want to be like, I always wondered what other coaches would scout for.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Because like back in high school, I was a tiny ass quarterback.
Yeah.
Like tiny. And I wanted to know if people were like, hey, if we just hit him a couple times, we'll be good.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you won't.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what film you're watching, but I've been hit a couple times. It doesn't matter.
Be good.
But like I've always wondered that, and like then me going out and telling other people how they did, I was like hoping that would just reciprocate. Never did, but I was just like I loved telling that because like you could tell some kids were just like, what the fuck? Like, you telling me that right now? Like, oh, that's cool. Like, shit like that. It was fun. Like, just meeting people that way. And I don't know.
There was one dude that, the guy who that I trained with, I started training with after my football career.
Yep.
In high school. And so I was only with him for a couple of months, but this guy I was with before, his name was Jim Brown. He was my old neighbor. He played in the league. And so I was training with him, and there was this running back. His name was Dakota something, and he was the running back for Lakeland, who we played my senior year. Mm-hmm. First round, just had no business being there.
Yep.
Beat their ass, and it was the beginning of the fourth quarter, and I think I have like 11 or 10 tackles on this running back alone.
Yep.
Because they didn't pass the ball, they just ran it.
Yep.
And I was just sniffing out everything. Their linemen were good, so it was just easy. And one play comes, and dude, I've been sacking him, tackling him all game in the backfield. And I tackle him one time, and this dude pinches my nuts. My nuts. And this dude who I trained with. Yeah. And we were pretty tight. We were good dudes. And I snapped, took off my helmet, got in his face, got a 15-yard personal, and so so they sat me the rest of the game. We were up,
whatever.
We were up 27-0.
Can't risk the suspension.
And so I was like, all right, whatever. And dude, we didn't talk to each other after that. I was like,
I don't know. That's a dick move. You can't do that.
I was pissed, dude.
Yeah.
And
just because you're getting fucking ate alive, it's not your fault. I mean,
you don't do
it's
that,
not your
bro.
fault.
We trained together. We were good dudes together. We were pushing each other all training season. And then that happens. I'm like, nah.
How many college football? Is there dirty shit like that, or is
there's been dirty players?
Dirty players,
but we've had both times we had a linebacker who came in, and he just wanted to fight and twist everyone. Yeah. So there was one time we were doing linebacker drills or whatever. We were doing a half line drill, so it's only the right half of the line with the running back and QB and a linebacker. Yep. And we're just filling gaps. And this freshman's getting his ass beat by this fullback, and he tries to twist him or whatever, and he brings him down, and the fullback just gets on top of him and just starts
don't fucking do that.
And so that was their warning or whatever. Then he does it again, and he was always fighting, causing problems in the locker room, on the field. So there hasn't been that dirty plays, because obviously we're grown ass men, and you know, you gotta know
You're gonna
like,
handle your own shit.
handle your
Even
own,
if you
and
do dirty shit.
you know someone else is gonna rock you too.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Rather just not instigate it.
And with Coach Mac's rules, like if you fight, you're done with practice. Like you're out.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Makes sense.
And so like if it's like if there was like a like he would like keep tallies of like if you know this is like a personal foul or something like that, and like if you get 2, you're done.
Yeah.
You know, so like if you're
game.
talking after, like if you're getting in the face or whatever, or like if you're causing problems, you know, he'll just kick you right out of practice. You know.
How many times did you see that?
It happened. It happened the first time my my freshman year. Tommy Lazaro, he was playing another position, dude. He was playing, and then they switched him over the. No, it happened to Tommy, and that was like a big spark in him to like kind of like calm down a little bit, like in practice. But the dude was a demon, like on game day. You know, we call him Touchdown Tommy, dude. Like, he would like anytime we were in the red zone. Tommy goes in, we're RPOing it. He's gonna pull it and he's gonna score. Happened every single time.
Yeah.
You know.
He's good.
So that was he was great,
he was
dude.
Good.
And he's serving our country right now. So shout out Tommy. And but yeah, that was like the first time that I've seen that. But yeah, it's only happened a couple of times, not too many.
Not too many.
Yeah, and you just gotta know like. Because that shit will carry over like, into the locker room.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so, and it's a matter of being a teammate and having respect for each other. And, you
not
know.
fucking with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, there's days.
I just feel like being just the older, like, and it's just a different group. Like, you guys obviously haven't known each other, you know, since you were kids.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking line drawn in the sand? Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, exactly.
There's a line that will get drawn, you know, that's a matter of if they like you or not.
Yep.
You know, if you're a team player, if you're a personal player, you know, like what you're like what you're doing, and that goes for everything too, dude. Like you can't get a job and expect to just, you know, like if you're gonna be put on like a sales team or something.
Exactly, and not communicate.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not gonna work out for you. You're gonna make everyone look bad, and you're gonna look like a jackass on the way doing it too.
Yeah.
So that it's just it's a big that's just like a football lesson that carries over into life.
Yep.
You know, it's a team sport. You know, that's how it carries over.
You got to be able to work with each other and do that.
Yeah.
That's just fun. It was just the type of people that you get, man. It's
you get a whole bunch of dudes in a basket together. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Coach Welsh would always talk about that too. He's like, you realize that he was one of the first guys you usually meet in the program.
The very first one for me.
Exactly.
Coach Welsh was the first dude I met.
Yeah. So like he's the bridge, you know. Like he's also the coach that doesn't have anything to do with the football.
Nothing. But you see him every single day.
Oh yeah. No, you have to.
Every day.
But like, since he has nothing to do with football, you also immediately think like it's someone else to talk to. Like, you're not going to talk to someone, a coach, about football things, especially if they're involved, you know? Like, not playing time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, Coach Welsh is a, like, free, empty, like, whiteboard when it comes to that, because he doesn't know.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can talk to him, and he can just be like, hey, I know what you're doing in the weight room, and I can be like, if you're honestly,
he's a mental worker, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have the room to talk like about football and shit, but he'll talk about your mental preparation,
your work ethic,
and how fucking hard you work to play football.
Yeah.
You know, and that's half the battle right there, dude. Like you can be a hell of a football player, but you know you get one dude chirping at you and you snap.
What are you doing?
Mentally weak as fuck. That shit won't slide.
Yeah, Coach Welsh was great at that, and like he would get under people's skin to make sure that he could.
I loved it.
To make sure he could, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because if he could, no one else could.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
That's why I liked my high school linebacker coach so much. Because Coach Price, dude, like he made practice so uncomfortable that during the games it was nothing.
Yeah,
it was just so easy. Like you know, he made it so uncomfortable that it was comfortable.
Yeah, isn't it crazy how like every day as a high schooler, there's some people that can't go to their jobs consistently, and there's kids that have to go to practice just to feel like they did something that day, just to feel good, like
There's some kids like that, I bet, out there.
Yeah, like I had to go to there was no way I was missing practice, even if I know practice sucked.
Yeah,
like practice does suck sometimes.
Fuck camp.
But you're not gonna miss it.
Yeah,
every minute you're gonna be there.
Yeah,
and it's so cool.
Like it really hit me, like when I was done playing. Like our Friday runs and everything. It sucks, but dude, there's nothing like getting better with your dudes out there.
Yeah.
Like when you're with your brothers out there getting better and everyone's doing it.
Yeah. It's crazy when everyone's doing it, how fun it is. As long as everyone's doing it.
Yeah. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's like putting effort in.
Yeah, you're good.
Because not only am I going through it,
you're going through it.
They're all going through it, bro.
Yeah.
And locker room talk should be the exact same thing. They're like, "Dang, that sucked," And
it did. We know it did, yeah, but we both did it, so we're good.
We got better.
Yeah,
we got fucking better.
And then the capacity of overall work, what I think people don't it never really translate this way, but it should. But every time you do that shit, it should get easier. Obviously.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It should get easier. 100%. So what people don't realize is week 4 or 5, all that warm up shit and all that stuff that we do before practice every day, it shouldn't matter. You shouldn't be tired after this. Should only be getting better doing this.
Oh yeah.
And people just you can tell who doesn't get better every day because they're the ones that complain about those things. It's we did this yesterday, bro. Why is this a problem? Yeah. Why are you now oh, you got to go piss to avoid doing this, and then you can come out and stretch? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Why is that the problem here?
Yeah.
But and then you see it at work.
There's a time when it gets old though.
Oh yeah. I feel it
with everything though.
Well, yeah.
With everything.
You
do something for 9 months of the year. It gets old come month 7. You're like, fuck. I'm ready for a little off season here, but then that's when you're like, nah, dude, it's crunch time, dude. Yeah. It's we're heading to last week playing for the MAC West, playing for MAC championship game, getting bowl eligible. That's when it becomes mentally big for players and coaches, all around. Because especially coaches, dude. When we're in our off season, they're out recruiting. They're driving around all around the country.
That made me actually being a part of CMU football made me not want to be a coach in college.
I still want to.
Really?
If I'm gonna be single, I don't want to move my family around all that a lot.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna be single, I'll coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, if I ever coach, it's gonna be one of those retirement dreams to where I'm gonna go back. What would be ideal is retiring when you're 40, 50, whatever. But I would go back to my old high school, and I'd just be hey, I got the football program for the next 20 years. You're good. I got it. And then just be that's it. And just be that's it. And then it would be so obviously, retiring at 40 is, a pipe dream. But still, just to be able to come back when you're retired and know, I would love to coach football when I know I have nothing else to do. Because then, football, it only, in high school football, bro, that's 3 months, really 3 dedicated months.
Yep.
And then off season, which is mainly just the summer. And it's usually, a school like mine, 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And I'm this is a perfect amount of hard work I could really put into this. I can really put some time in outside of it, but then I can also just love every other minute of my life.
Yeah.
Being with my family, being with everything else.
Oh,
yeah. Easily. That would be... And then just to be... I've coached football for the past couple of years, and I tell you what, every single year, last game of the year, kid makes me cry. I don't even care. Guaranteed. And it's always the kid you least fucking expect. Yeah, that's what I hate about it. Because you get that one kid that's
because you don't know if he's gonna play again.
It's bro. At Beaverton, no one's playing again.
It's tough,
especially in football.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But you get some kids that go out and play basketball, baseball, something. But football, it's so rare to see anyone go. You know what I mean? So it's their last time, and it's just
damn.
They lose it, and it's I've lost it.
Oh yeah, I lost it too.
I know exactly what you're doing,
and I knew I was gonna play.
Yeah.
And I still lost it. But
Isn't that? I had one buddy that knew he was gonna play and didn't lose it, and I was so mad.
Probably a scholarship.
Huh?
Is he a scholarship player?
No.
Oh, damn, son.
No. He just knew, like, he's like, I'm playing college basketball, hands down guaranteed.
Yeah.
So, like, we lost our last game. I'm pretty sure he was obviously pissed about the game.
Oh, no doubt.
About
Yeah,
losing.
he probably wasn't happy.
No, obviously, but, like, there comes a point where, like, I mean, all your boys are sitting there crying, they're bawling their eyes out because, you know, you've been playing basketball since second grade together.
Literally, dude.
And it's just like, this is, you know, us
Yeah.
is what's over. Obviously, basketball's not over. We can all still play basketball together. We know this. But, like, this jersey, this team, these people, that's over. You know what I mean?
It's tough.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. But
Man,
it always to better things.
for sure.
Yeah.
What time is it? 1:46. So, back at it. Obviously we talked on your podcast about traveling and like you being a motivational speaker and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I just want to let you, I don't know if I've told you this yet, but I went to a guy to talk about my van.
Mm-hmm.
The back end, okay?
Yeah.
Where the hitches. I'm gonna have like 3 hitches put in, and then there's gonna be like a steel frame, and that's gonna be like my motorcycle where it sits on.
Yep.
Okay, but after that, there's gonna be like a wooden deck that like connects to like some top crossbars, makes it sturdy and shit.
Okay.
And it'll fall out, and it'll have legs, so it'll be almost
Like a wraparound almost?
It won't actually wrap around, but yeah, it's like one big fucking.
I
So it's
like
like an
that.
8x10 roughly stage. So like the first
Yeah.
8 foot of it is
Yep.
wood, and then the back like 2 foot is gonna be like where the motorcycle. It would obviously come off, but it's another 2 foot of steel right there.
Yeah.
So a good 8x10 stage on the back of a van.
Yep.
The top will have support so that when it's up, it connects to.
Yeah.
But there is going to be like a crossbar.
Yeah.
So I can mount like lights and speakers
I like that.
and whatever. And I got my computer just on the inside, on the back end,
Yep.
to where all my cords
Can
can
go
just
through.
run right out.
Yeah. Out of those lights you said.
Yeah. I actually have a guy now.
You got it?
That is like, I haven't, it's not built fully, but like
Yeah.
he told me, we took it over there, measured everything, and he's like, no, I think we got a pretty solid idea. I think this is pretty doable. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, no fucking way. And he's like, he literally straight up said, he's like, nah, this will be fun. He's like, this will
Yeah.
be fun. We'll do this.
Because you're giving him a little bit of
Yeah.
freedom to do it, and
Yeah,
he's never done it.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, this is. He's like, do you have any pictures of this? And I was like, fuck no.
Yeah.
He's like, how did? Yeah, I was like, how did you? He's like, how'd you come up with it? I was like, have you ever seen those fifth wheels that have like a patio at the back? He's like, yeah. I was like, I don't know how you do that, but like, could we do that with my random ass van? And he's like,
Yeah.
and I was like, I was thinking this, and he's like, yeah, I think that could probably work if we like. And then he like did some measurements. He looked around. He's like, I don't know. And then like 20 minutes in, he's like, nah, pretty confident.
Yeah, we can get this now.
So yeah, I'm gonna call it the Vanu.
The venue.
The Vanu, but like it's legit. Like I want to do. Like if I got like concerts or something, like if I got a random band stand up,
Yep.
bro, it would be game over.
Yep.
It'd be game over, and now it's actually getting built.
When do you plan on moving out?
4 years.
Like in 4 years, you plan on moving out there?
I plan on. In 4 years, I plan on moving into the van,
Okay.
and once I move into the van, wherever I'm at, is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's like, I was talking to people and they're like, how cool would it be to just pull, and like I could go to a bar that has a big parking lot and be
Yeah.
like, hey, do you do anything on Friday nights? Like, do anything cool? And they're like, oh, well, we have this, or like karaoke. And I was like,
Yeah.
how would you like if your karaoke was outside?
Yeah.
And I'll do it for free. And, you know, we'll just pull up the van and then blah, blah, blah. And he'd be like, oh my God, that'd be like, do whatever we can. Like, and just do that shit everywhere.
You just gotta find what they're missing,
Yeah.
you know, and you
Yeah.
just be that gap you filled in,
Yeah.
you know.
Figure out what they're missing and somehow attach that to
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it'd be and like speakers and like me, like if I got a band, okay, first of all, bands have their own speakers and all their shit. All they need is a 2.5, 3 foot stage up in the air.
If that.
Exactly.
If that.
Especially for an outdoor venue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something small, and like it's open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can be wrapped around it if you really want it to be. And it would be, and you still wouldn't be, like, you'd be able to touch them and shit, but, like, they would still be well above you. Like, it would be, everyone could see. You know what I mean?
For sure.
That's what I'm thinking is, like, so crucial about it is the fact that you can, like, I don't know. It's a straight up anywhere I want stage.
It's mobile.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it, too.
I was joking with some other people, if I were to ever do like a comedy special, you know how like their venues are always like super big deals?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, my venue would just be like, could you imagine me having like, I could like have drone, like I could go out on a beach in California and put on a special.
Yeah.
And like no one could do anything about it. And I could just be like, hey, everyone bring lawn chairs, stab down, 5 o'clock here. And I'd have all the cameras set up, just done, press record, do my thing.
Yeah.
Game over. It'd be so fucking dope.
I would almost have like a table in front of the stage.
Yeah.
It says make me laugh, I'll give you $5.
Yeah.
Get
Just
people,
anywhere. Like go to colleges.
go to
and just
make
post
me laugh.
that. Make
give
me
me
laugh.
$5.
I might lose a lot of money. I laugh at a lot of shit.
Do you?
Yeah. You could get me, you know what I mean? Like that's not a good business plan for me. People
if you have the funds.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If I did have the funds, that'd be dope too. Man. But that's the dream, and that's where we're headed.
Make it a reality. There you go.
We'll get out. Dude, Onward podcast on the stage. Whenever you're doing.
Little
Bro.
live session?
Yeah, bro.
That'd be sick. That'd be
be
sick.
it. That'd be the second one.
Do a live.
Yeah, do a live one on the back of the van, sitting there, chilling, wherever we want to be. I don't know where we're going to be at that time, but we'll just be there.
That'd be insane.
Yeah, wherever it is.
Yeah.
Fucking Colorado in the mountains, fucking in the desert, middle of the desert,
Don't
wherever you
tease
want.
me. Don't tease me.
Bro, I'm telling you, wherever the van can go, that's where it's going to be. And it's going to be dope, because that shit's... I want that shit to happen all the time. Just imagine, like, pulling that shit out and then having people look at you like, what the fuck do you do? And I'm like, this is what I do. Like, do you want to? And I'll be like,
partake?
Yeah, sit down, sit down.
Get enlightened.
Yeah, get enlightened. I would love to be one that enlightens people. I don't know if I'm that guru yet, but we'll get there.
Oh yeah.
We'll get there.
Oh yeah.
Fucking guru. I love those books. But yeah, dude, this is fun.
Absolutely.
Next time we do it, we'll have to venue. It'll be it.
If we do one at the venue?
Oh no, when we do one at the venue. Yeah.
Yes.
When. Yeah.
Yes.
It'll happen.
Yes.
You gotta speak your shit into existence or else it won't happen.
You do. That's the whole point of these podcasts, man. You know, we're starting something and you the opportunity's out there, dude.
Yeah.
Onward's out there. You have to put in the effort to get Onward out there, you know?
Yep. No one else.
You gotta pull the rope.
You gotta get them Michigan State girls.
Yeah.